everyone. I am so happy to have you here. We are doing a powerful live stream on the topic of abundance, your unique genius, as well as self-trust. So I was on a few calls earlier this week, and there have been some thoughts swimming through me, and I wanted to share them with you. So if you are new to my world, welcome. My name is Lopa. I am a divine fire alchemist and psychic consultant. And one of the things that I love to do with myself and my clients is ascertain these subtle energetic nuances then that you may be living in your life as patterns that are actually impacting so many different areas of your life, whether that's your health, your vitality, your abundance mindset, the level of capacity and self-trust that you have in yourself to show up live, to make a video, to speak to someone, to create a proposition and share it with a board of directors, for example. And I really wanted to connect with each of you about what it is that you can do to create a level of self-trust that is unshakable. So I want to start us off with 3 affirmations, which is I trust myself, I trust my work, and I trust my people. Okay? So if you came here into this world on this planet with a unique genius, you have a level of energetic gifts, you have a level of soul genius that you are deeply embodied in and you wish to share with your people and have a global impact, these 3 things are absolutely required. Without that, you cannot go anywhere. So let's dive into each of them one by one. Number 1, trusting yourself. There's only 2 ways about it. Either you trust yourself to be the leader of this work, or you don't. Now determine that. Do you trust yourself or do you not trust yourself, right? Now, if you realize that you desire to have a higher sense of self-trust, welcome, in yourself, now there's 2 ways about it. Either you've been living your life solo and that's working for you and you're able to magnify your sense of self-trust all on your own, that's beautiful. Or you can allow someone to support you in amplifying your self-trust. Those are the 2 options. Without self-trust, you will not make the level of progress at the momentum, speed, depth, and capacity that you desire. It is extremely important that we trust ourselves, especially when we have unique energetic medicine in this world, to lead ourselves and create the results that we desire and create magic with our clients and create magic for our global impact for the companies that we are the CEOs of, correct? So there's only 2 ways about it. You have self-trust and you want to amplify it, and you either want to do that alone or with someone, or you desire to create more self-trust. Those are the only options, and you can either do it solo or with someone, correct? So that's number 1. Number 2, trust in your method. Trust in the work that you are presenting. So either you have been building trust in your method by working with people and witnessing and reflecting and noticing and transcribing and creating data and researching your own work, which as unique soul geniuses, we all have to research our own work. There is no one on this planet doing the exact work that you are. You are the one. You are the one, and you're gonna have to figure it out. It's much easier when you have a powerful mirror and a reflection and a support system with you that can not only see you and your soul and the genius that you came here to emanate out into the world, but they can mirror back to you without projecting on your work. I can see your work. I can see your soul frequency emanation and what it is that you are materializing in the world. I can see in the dark, in the unseen, in the invisible, correct? So I'm going to be able to witness that, but I'm also going to be able to witness your physical body, right? So we have a human body and we have an angel body. And we all know that when you're witnessed in your physical body by the right person, by the proper mirror, you're able to become even more grounded and self-trusting and self-recognized in your embodied power, right? So the aspect that I bring to it is not only can I see and witness your gifts and itemize them with you, which we can begin that process inside of Soul Jewel Extraction Sequence. It includes your Genius Frequency Prophecy PDF, where I itemize so many nuances of your gifts, and that will help you stay in the corridor and the center and the centrifugal point of your power, right? Because you can't be questioning your gifts all day long. We have more to do. If you're waking up and you're forgetting who you are and you're forgetting your gifts and you're forgetting that they have impact, this is the first problem. This is the first problem that we need to solve, and we need to solve it fast. Because if it's 6 a.m., I need that problem solved by 6:05, okay? Because then you have work to do. Once you remember who you are and the magic that you emanate into the world, we want to funnel it through and share it with your exact people, correct? And when you share your work with your exact people, welcome, beautiful, you want to be able to connect with them and reach them with your voice, your vision, what it is that you're creating and sharing with them. And you want to have an impact on their heart and their creation and their potency in their body, right? There's so much more that we need to do. So the actual thing is you need to wake up remembering who you are and that the work that you do in the world, that needs to be the baseline, right? Especially when you have such a unique genius that you're one of a kind. There's only one of you in the world, which you are. You are. And because of that, it's really important that you see yourself. You see yourself. This is required. This is not like an extra luxury topping. This, you have to see yourself. And so the Soul Jewel Extraction Sequence supports you to see that clearly. And in the PDF, I teach you how to record your own audio so that you can become instinctually strong and grounded and guided in your gift. Yeah? And I'm going to write down in perfect, beautiful subconscious language. I'm trained in trauma, I'm trained in transformation, I'm trained in education. I understand how to speak to your brain to not only undo trauma, but to rewrite your DNA at the same time. I'm doing both at the same time. We're not wasting time. We don't need to do it step by step. But what you do need to know is what exactly is in your way to create the next level of your results. Now, you may already be creating beautiful results, but there's always a next level. We're always evolving. We're always moving, right? So number 2, trust in your work. Again, either you already have that or you require support in that. Either way, we want to make it stronger and stronger and stronger, because the more that you are witnessed and grounded in your body, and there's no parts of you, even in your psyche, in your subconscious, that are unknown to you. Do you understand the physics of this? You become so grounded in every atom of that you become solid. You become a frequency beacon. You're emanating that frequency out. And as long as you're not projecting on yourself and covering that frequency up with this invisibility cloak, now your people can feel that. They can see, feel, and hear you. It is a frequency. It's not just the words that you're saying. It's not just the words that you're writing. It is a whole, full body frequency. And even when you're walking around on this planet, you're emanating that out. But the question is, what are you emanating? Are you emanating the highest level of your soul echelon gifts? Or have you buried it under stuff that maybe isn't even a part of your psyche? You're just doing things that you don't want to be doing. So that is just mixed up in your whole aura and your frequency and your soul star beacon that's emanating out. But it's also emanating all of this stuff that you don't like. Okay? And if you don't like it, then your people are going to sense that you don't like yourself. Okay? Or that you have doubts about yourself. And it's okay to forget and then remember. This is why we have tools and support and skill sets. But you already know to go where you want to go at the speed that you want to go, at the depth that you want to go. You want to have high level belief system power installed in your body and being at all times. This is what divine frequency for me is about. This is what I have put into the audios, which, by the way, they are my voice. I am speaking, I am singing to you. I am pumping you full of this divine frequency sauce that helps you create the exact results that you came here to create. You came here to be visible. You understand that you are a star, right? Like a literal star. You are a star of light inside of a physical human body, okay? And the more that the star knows itself, and the more that the star sees itself, the more that it can shine and it can emanate out from this body. And this, again, is why we start with soul jewel extraction, because your physical body, the facets have to be polished and honed, and you have to know them so that when you come to that facet, you're not like, oh, I don't know what this is, so I can't shine from here. Yes, you can, because I can see you and you're embodied in this. One of the things that is most true about the people that came here to work with me is you are so embodied in your natural genius, and that's why you can't see it. Because you're literally her. You're such a flower that you don't realize you're a flower. You're such an ocean that you don't realize you're an ocean. You're kind of like, oh, I see these fish swimming by and there's light up there. You're attempting to know yourself because you are so embodied. So let me show you not only one tiny little mirror, but from all sides. Let me support you to see the magnificence and the brilliance that you are. One of my mentors recently told me, she said, Lopa, I love that you are not stingy with your love. You celebrate people so hard. And I'm like, yeah, why wouldn't I? I celebrate myself so hard. I celebrate my people so hard. When I see good in the world, I celebrate it. I don't need to be stingy with my love because there's more where that came from. Hello. And this is the true bottom line of an abundance mindset. If you feel unsafe or unready or unwilling to share your heart, to share your work, to share your frequency with the world in a way that is pure, that is embodied, that is honoring your internal boundaries as well, how are you going to do it? That is lack. That is scarcity. And when your physical body doesn't have the capacity to hold your own experience in your nervous system and whatever it is that you may be currently going through, or maybe there's past events that are still living in your body and brain, I understand you don't have as much energy to emanate out, and so you need to work with what your physical body can currently do and what your soul frequency has the capacity to do. And we gotta harmonize that and make it cohesive and congruent so that you can just show up and boom, right? Because it's about execution. It's about the fact that it's not just that I had an idea, or you have an intuition, or you have a genius, or you have a strategy, or you have a place that you want to be. It's not just having the idea and receiving it and then percolating with it and like marinating in it. It's let's execute. Let's make it happen, right? And this is where I come in. Because the work of Divine Fire Alchemy decimates your subconscious resistance. You literally never, ever, ever have to be afraid of public speaking again if your subconscious no longer has any of the grooves of being afraid to speak in public. Welcome, beautiful. When you use Divine Fire Alchemy to alchemize the parts of your subconscious and your psyche that potentially may be afraid of visibility, of speaking, of being seen in your truth, of being seen in your body. And let's be clear, the reason you may feel afraid and you may hold fear in certain areas of your being is because you literally were XYZ for being visible, for speaking your truth, for having a frequency, for having a voice, for having an existence, for breathing, for having emotions, right? These were things that you may have been attacked for, that you may have been for in this life or other lifetimes, right? I understand that, but the facts are that you have a big genius, you have a brilliant strategy, you have a brilliant mind, and you're here to share that with yourself and your people and put it out there in the world because that fulfills you. That is what makes you feel satisfied. That's what you came here to do. And so what I'm here to do is decimate all the stuff in between, because once we do that, it doesn't exist anymore. It doesn't exist anymore. It really, you don't need to coach yourself or mindset coach yourself to be stronger or more powerful and speak your truth and be clear. You don't have to do that, because when your subconscious isn't afraid of it, you just naturally do it. Think about riding a bike or driving a car. You can tell a lot about a person by the way that they drive a car. You can tell a lot about a person by the way that they speak, because in everything you can tell a lot about a person, because all of your subconscious is playing out. It's how you're showing up, right? But think about someone who has never a day in their life been afraid of driving a car. They just get in the car and they go, right? So don't you want your visibility to be like that? Don't you want your voice to be like that? Don't you want your health to be like that? It's just like, get up and go. I'm ready. I don't need to prepare my health for the day. I'm a big plant, okay? I just need to feed myself. I need to water myself. I need to give my nourishment. You know, I'm a human plant, so I also need love. I don't want to be neglected. I don't want to be ignored. Don't do that. I have needs. I have desires. I have big desires. Love me big. Yeah? But at a baseline, if you're living at a vitality-rich baseline, you don't have to fix that anymore. It's just who you are. It's just who you are at an instinct level. And some people really try to do this from a top down, from the conscious mind, from I decided this mindset, so I'm going to be strong. Guess what? That's going to last for 3 seconds. Your conscious mind is only 3% of you. If your subconscious, 97% of you, which is running the whole show, is terrified of speaking in public or putting your gifts out into the world, you will come up with reason after reason after reason after reason to go back this way. And that's not what you came here to do. First step for this divine frequency work that creates the fertile field is Sacred Soul Voice. That is open now. You can find it in my profile. If you have a question, I currently have a question box in my Instagram broadcast. So you can just pop in there. And you know, this is a place of pure freedom and sovereignty. Okay, this is about you and how my work and I can support you to reach the divine destiny and vision that you came here to implement, correct? So you get in there, you get what you need, and you go. You put on your headphones, you listen, and you go, right? Now, a deeper level of that work is either lightning strike or the miracle frequency. So if you're like, Lopa, are you serious? Like, can we kill? Oh man. I don't know how Instagram is going to take that word, but please keep this live stream here. Thank you. Can we decimate the subconscious resistance that you have to something specific? It might be abundance. It might be to visibility. It might be to speaking. It might be to selling. It might be to anything that is getting in the way of you living out your biggest and best life right now. Okay? And I'm telling you, conscious mindset coaching is not going to get you there, because that's only 3% of your mind. So let's do the lightning strike. There's an application. It is to ensure that you're ready, willing, and desiring. That's it. You're like, yes, Lopa, I want to have a magical divine fire alchemy session with you. Let's reorganize all of that. Yes, I want your mini bundle. Yes, I want to fill out the psychic scan and the intake form, and I want you to look through all of that and reorganize it up all the way out and just tie it all in a beautiful bow. Okay, yeah, let's go. That's called lightning strike. I got you. The miracle frequency has lightning strike plus a few other magical things so that you have this big arsenal, right? Because I really believe my work is meant for those people who, you are busy, you have things to do, right? So I'm giving you all of the work that you need to implement. Welcome, beautiful. I'm giving you all of the work that you need to implement so that you can just live your life. You might be a mom, you might be an entrepreneur, you might be a CEO, you might have other things that you are handling, doing, right? I want to make it so easy for you to do all of that without fear, without subconscious resistance, with health, with radiance and vitality, right? So the miracle frequency arsenal contains some of my deepest work and the full Divine Fire Alchemy audios, which is called a Sword of Truth collection. Not only do I precisely select audios just for you that are full length alchemy audios, I also psychically code them for the exact intentions that you will detail to me in the form that I send you, right? I'm going to ensure that they or the precision knife on the exact topics that you desire. So that is a different way that you can do that. Now, the best way to work with me, of course, go all the way, is my private one-on-one work. I have 3-month, 6-month, and 9-month options open for you. So the third thing that I want to say is trust in your people. When you have more trust in yourself, you can carry more trust in the people that are meant to walk with you and work with you. If you don't see them as powerful, capable, and brilliant and beautiful, which I know that you do, when you see them that way and you speak to them that way and you know that they exist and that they're like that, the way that your whole work and your creation in the world flows through you is so powerful. It is truly so powerful. So what I want to offer to you is connect with me if you desire the application for an intensive, an immersion, a deep dive. We can either do lightning strike or the miracle frequency. I would be so honored to have you. You can see the application for my private work if you're like, no, Lopa, I want to go as deep as possible, as fast as possible. Girl, I got you. And if you're out here doing big things, the CEO of your global masterpiece, I have a 1-year-long Divine Oracle on retainer support, which includes all of my work, and you are going to get exactly what you need when you need it. We are not letting up, okay? We are not letting up, not at all. So those are the deepest ways that you can work with me. And if you would like to experience what it is like to be in a room with me and receive my clear, specific, energetically nuanced guidance on exactly what's going on for you in whatever situation that you bring to me, my psychic eye can attune to really subtle subconscious threads that may be holding back the entirety of what you're aiming to go for. So identifying what that pattern is step 1, but step 2 is decimating it from your subconscious so you literally never have to deal with that again. And step 3 is anchoring in the exact action step that ensures that this emanates out and you move forward from this trident in the ground from this point on. You do not have to go backwards. I'm not interested in learning multiple lessons over and over and over again. Yes, there's this spiral path and you're always uncovering a new thread and a new nuance as we evolve and revolve and grow, but you don't have to repeat the exact same again, okay? This is where my natural gifts come in. I can see from a distance. This is why my psychic consultant work is really, really powerful, because I can identify that thread and pattern for you, but we can also decimate it, right? We don't just want to have that information. You want to have the embodiment. So on Thursday for the full moon, I'm doing something very special. I have not done this in a long time. There is space for 6 people to come in, and I will individually attend to each of the threads that you bring up, the thing that you would desire my support on. And then at the end of the call, I'm going to guide a potent Divine Fire Alchemy block that is going to decimate your resistance to that level of voice, visibility, power, and clear capacity to emanate and create your vision out into the world, right? So we are going to do both parts. You're also going to have time in there if you have a question about any of my other work, because usually when you apply for my private 3 to 6 month work, there is an application and there is a paid call so that you can have that conversation with me about which of these places is the best place for you. That consultation is potent and powerful. It's called the Arrival Call, and it's linked up in my profile. So if you just want to connect with me directly and have that insight and have that experience, the full moon is the place to be, okay? Not only is it in Sagittarius, all of the Ninja Queen artillery, psychic precision magic is coming out. You are going to love it. I'm so excited. And I also love that there's going to be other powerful women in the room, because it expands your destiny and your soul force and your journey so fast when you're in a room with other people. And whether or not they're even on camera or they saw you or they heard you, you know, your body knows, I said this is happening. I have seen people's lives shift magically, deeply. I've seen people jump incomes after just one Divine Fire Alchemy experience with me. One of my clients once told me that what I was trying to do in my money mindset and my physical body, she was having a lot of fear around every time she looked at her bank account. She was like, I tried to change this through all of these meditations and this Kundalini practice and this and that and affirmations and mirror work. And you did that, what I was trying to do for an entire year, in 2 hours. And I was like, yes. Because when that subconscious fear doesn't live in your body, there's nothing for it to hook onto. But you still have to take the action steps. You still have to execute, right? That's your conscious mind. Now you're in the driver's seat, and your conscious mind is going to direct you. And this is the thing that all of my clients face, is when your subconscious and your natural embodied gifts are so powerful, you can get stuck in your head because you're like, because you feel the power that you are, and you now need to execute, right? So this conversation, this connection, this opportunity is called atomic abundance, because I am of the strong belief that I would rather shift one atom to create an entire mountain of magic rather than attempt to pick up the mountain and make it by hand, okay? One of them is elite, it's elegant, it's nuanced, it's pure, it's clear, it's energetic. And the other one, honestly, is exhausting, and you don't need to do it, okay? So I'm so excited to see each of you inside. The last drop that I will lead you with is one of the things that I have been tracking with my own personal genius. Is I really wanted to come up with an energetic strategy for my work that is congruent with my gifts, because that is really, really important. And if you have a unique genius, you're always going to need a strategy that is unique to your soul that works for you, right? And I kept trying to create that strategy for the way that my work flows out of me, right? But I have always found the most success by following my intuition. But honestly, to a certain part of me, it felt like following your intuition is unpredictable, because you can't predict exactly how it's going to go or when it's going to go, right? Although I have a lot more access because of the way my entire being is alchemized. I know what I need to know when I need to know it. That is not only a belief that I have and that I'm saying with my voice, but it's actually in my body. Yeah, and I've experienced this many times with myself. So what I realized is, because we live in a world that is way more conscious and logic mindset related, or just very cardboard, cookie cutter, everybody do this, this is the marketing strategy, right? You can start to feel like you're surrounded by this like heavy, dense, logic-minded approach, right? And what I wanted to do energetically, what wasn't working for me, is I kept trying to ensure that my intuition works like a machine, but like it doesn't, but it also does, right? So my intuition is actually predictable in its unpredictability. I always know what I need to know when I need to know it. And if I didn't know it, it wasn't time to do it yet, right? Because I'm always alchemizing. My genius is always expanding. So because I do know what I need to know when I need to know it, I don't have to turn it into a machine where it outputs XYZ on the day, first of the day, you know, of the month, or the 31st of the month. What is even time? I don't know, right? So my intuition is predictable, and I can rely on it as my strategy, because for me, my intuition truly is that powerful. And I have spent my time with my own divine frequency audios and my divine fire alchemy audios to internally become an instinctually embodied machine of my own power and genius, right? So for me, that works. And this is why I created these audio bundles in beautiful formats just for you. You can download them, you save them forever. You have the audio on your phone or your devices, you can save it forever. And it creates this instinctual, coherent embodiment. And I really wanted to leave you with that. That is one of the strategies that I've discovered for me, but it's really important that you discover the ones for you. And this is something I can help you with. So if you want an instinctual deep dive with a psychic biz concierge call, that's a 90-minute call. We will dive into all the magical aspects of your work and your genius. Oh, I love these calls so much. They're so magical. And you will end up with clear embodiment, reflection, witnessing, clarity, recognition, plans, actions, beautiful support. And the Psychic Biz Concierge call is 90 minutes. And I also send you a follow-up email because sometimes I find that your angels and guides and your genius speaks in different ways. And so some things will come through a little bit later. So I just want to make sure that I share all of that goodness, because remember, abundance mindset, there's always more where that came from. I just want to share all of that goodness so you have the juice and you feel really good and satisfied and complete with that energy, and you can always continue on that path and do more. So definitely message me if you are ready to activate the next level of your power, your genius, your magic, and your instinctual embodiment on this planet. I have so much faith and belief in the magic that you came here to share, and you are a star. It is just time for you to shine bright. So sending you so much love. Bye.